So here's your coaching call recap video from our coaching call that we had not long ago. So yeah, firstly, I'm looking forward to the weekend. It's the first one, which is exciting. It's good. So with that in mind, obviously, as you know, I changed what we were going to be doing on our coaching call slightly. I got it in my head it was the following weekend, but obviously it's this weekend. So just a few things we're really going to have to focus on this week to make sure we're going to be performing as optimally as possible when it comes to the sailing at the weekend. So firstly, I'm going to ask you to aim for 2,300 calories a day. Now this is higher than it would be normally, but this is to make sure we're getting as much fuel in our body as possible, and it's going to fuel this sailing event at the weekend as best we can. As we mentioned on the call, don't worry too much about things like weight fluctuating over this next week or so. I'm much more concerned about your performance at the weekend rather than what the numbers get them saying on the scales. I know the weight loss was always a side goal, but our main focus has always been performance. So yeah, we won't worry about that at all this week. We'll just focus on that 2,300 calories. Next is we are upping the protein target. I know we was initially on 115, but in this week leading up to the event, I would like you to aim between 130 and 150 grams of protein, but trying to get as close to 150 as you can. Again, this is going to fuel your muscles as best as possible to get as much performance out of them as possible. Next is aiming to drink at least 1.5 litres of water in a day to make sure you're fully hydrated and all your bodily functions are functioning as best they can, again, come the weekend. And finally, the main other one we need to focus on is sleep. So optimising sleep as much as possible, making it a priority. The more rested you are, the better you'll perform at the weekend. Last thing you want to do is getting on the boat knackered and tired and just thinking, oh, I could do with a sleep. So you want to make sure you're optimising it as much as possible over this week as you possibly can. And then finally, obviously we're not too fussed about workouts this week. If you do want to do the odd workout, I wouldn't do any more only up to Wednesday. And after that, don't worry too much about them. Obviously with your cycle, obviously fill in the feedback after that. But again, if you do want to do one of the workouts, don't do it after Wednesday, just to make sure we are making sure our body's recovered as much as possible so we can perform as best we can at the weekend. The only other thing is, just to make sure we are nice and loose and limber come the weekend, is maybe aiming to do the cool down and the warm-up and the cool down once a day between now and Thursday. That just makes sure any muscles that are a little bit tight at the minute or anything like that, they're all freed off and ready to go. Just so then, again, you're as limber as possible. And again, so you can perform as best you can at the weekend. So this week is going to be a little bit of a faff, but it is all about how you're going to perform at the weekend, as I keep repeating. But just focus as much as you can, try and tick as many of those boxes as you can, and trust me, they will pay you dividends when you get on that boat. So you know what to do, Nigel. You're more than capable. I've got every faith in you. I'm really excited about the weekend. Our next coaching call will be on Friday, but at a slightly later time of Harper State. Obviously, as you mentioned, you're travelling, just to give you as much time as possible to get where you're going. And yeah, we'll check in then. We'll go over your pacemaker appointment that you've got, check in with any issues there. But as I said, I can't see it being any issues, because obviously I would have presented yourself on your cycles if there was. But yeah, other than that, I'm really excited, Nigel. If you need anything at all this week, just drop me a message. And yeah, I'm here to help. So yeah, I'll be in touch soon. Cheers, bye.